Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. So today I wanted to talk to you briefly a little bit about practicing speeches. And so with that, I think you've probably all heard, the cliches like practice makes perfect, or you should practice, or have various authority figures tell you to practice whatever it is, whether it be a musical instrument or sports or something like a speech or a presentation. So of course you do hear this a lot, but what people don't always do is they don't always explain why someone might not practice as well. So they tell you to practice, but they don't really tell you why people might not practice. And I think because we don't consider that, sometimes we don't practice because we haven't really looked at, kind of unpacked the reasons why we don't practice things. All right, so for that, I think the main thing about that is that the people don't practice because they are often, at least in the case of public speaking, nervous about giving a public speech. And so because they aren't feeling that comfortable with the whole idea of public speaking, the idea of practicing makes them nervous, so they will procrastinate on practicing for their speech because they're nervous about giving a public speech. And that totally makes sense to me, and I understand that. But this also leads to a vicious cycle where one doesn't practice because one wasn't ready or didn't feel ready to practice and felt nervous about practicing, which makes them more nervous, and that makes them not practice more. And as they become more nervous about not practicing, that causes them not to practice, and then they become more stressed because they didn't practice, and it ends up being this sort of vicious cycle. So how do you break that? Basically, the way that you break that up is that you schedule a time to actually practice. So a lot of times what people do is they'll say, when I have some free time, I'll practice. And then when that free time comes along, they think of something else to do, which also probably is important too, just to clarify that. But it doesn't really help. So the solution is to schedule an actual time to practice and then try to follow through on that scheduled time. And so it can be, figure out a time when you have a block in your schedule and put that time down, and that ends up being your practicing time. And then even though it might occur to you at that moment to do something else that seems more urgent or whatever, you just go ahead and follow through on that practice. And it could be like a little block of time, like 30 minutes or 20 minutes or even 15 minutes to just, run through the speech and run through it over and over again. And then you've practiced it, and then you can go ahead and in this case, record it or deliver it on video. And as how we do it in this particular class, we do it on videos, but you can deliver it that way. So that's the idea of practice. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. But that's my concept of, and I've tried this over the years. I've done that, and it's really been super helpful to me. So I would think that maybe it'd help you too. All right, hope you're having a great day. Enjoy practicing your speeches and then recording them, and we'll look forward to seeing all your speeches. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.